Hello and welcome to episode 2 of The Extra Mile, the show that helps you own your run. Now the weather has got a bit wetter, a bit colder, and it is starting to get darker. And this is where motivation can often be hard to find, and getting out the door is the hardest part of the run.
But it doesn't have to be that way. We're going to take a look at some of the top products, give you some great tips to help you own the elements in your winter training.
Can we just say a massive thank you to everybody who tuned into the first episode, where we looked at marathon running and specifically our top pick marathon shoes.
Yes, and if you missed the first episode, you can hit the link now to watch it back, or you can subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss a future episode.
Now, part of that first episode, we ran a competition to win a pair of New Balance shoes from their Fresh Foam collection. And I can now announce that the winner of that competition is Max Creasy. Huge congratulations, Max, and your Fresh Foam 1080 V8s will be in the post to you very soon. Now, for those of you who didn't win, don't worry, we're going to be running another competition in this episode, so stay tuned for more details later on.
Whilst we're on the subject of competitions, we do have a place to give away to the Virgin Money London Marathon, courtesy of New Balance. If you'd like to know more about that, there's a link in the copy below. Distance running has been really exciting in the last few months, with world records and national records being set across the world major marathons. But you may not have heard there's a new half marathon world record. An astonishing run from Abraham Kiptum has seen the world record fall to just 58 minutes and 18 seconds. To put that into perspective, he clocked his first 5k in 13 minutes 56, and overall he averaged 2:45 per k. The New York Marathon is due to take place this Sunday. Can Shalane Flanagan and Jeffrey Kamworor retain their titles? Well, the pro field is once again full of talent that may stand in their way. Mary Keitany and the London Marathon 2018 winner Vivian Chariot will be in the women's race. The men's field also features a depth of talent, including Bernard Lagat, who'll be making his marathon debut. It is going to be a very exciting one to watch, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Now, we don't mind a few puddles on the road, but flooding at Venice Marathon stopped several people from having a clear run. Here's some footage we found on social media that shows some of the worst flooding that the city's seen since 2012.
So one of the biggest factors to keeping motivation high for running, even when the weather is bad, is knowing that you're going to be warm and comfortable when you're out there. And one of the best ways to do that is to get a decent jacket. There are lots to choose from on the market, all with different benefits, so here are a few of our top recommendations.
First up, I have the Sheer Speed Pack-A-Mac from Do Running. It's extremely lightweight and very packable, and it's a unisex jacket. I like this one as it's going to help keep you dry in damp conditions, but it's also well ventilated to keep you cool. It can also squeeze down to fit in the palm of your hand, making it really easy to take off and store whilst you're out running.
So I want to talk to you about the Light Show winter jacket from Asics. This jacket is much more focused on warmth. It is a soft shell material that is both wind and water resistant, and also has a few helpful pockets to store your essentials. The other thing that is great is the added reflective details on the arms, chest and back, which will help keep you a little safer on the roads.
One for the ladies now, this is the Nike Shield jacket. Another lightweight, water-resistant jacket that's perfect for changeable conditions. It has a packable hood, and also the whole jacket packs down into its own pocket, making it easy to store. The jacket also has reflective details integrated into the design that will boost your visibility in low light.
Next is a waterproof offering from one of the giants of outdoor clothing, Gore, with the R7 Gore-Tex Shake Dry hooded jacket. As the name suggests, this jacket has a hood and offers complete protection from the rain, while still offering the excellent breathability you've come to expect from Gore. The jacket is very light, weighing just 118 grams for a men's large, and it packs away into one of the front pockets, which is really handy.
And this is the Adidas Supernova jacket, and this is the women's model. Water repellent to ward off light rain, climacool ventilation to help control temperature, 360-degree reflectivity to keep you visible, and a sweat-proof media pocket to protect your phone. This is a great all-round jacket to help you get through the winter.
Now the whole point of this show is to help you guys own your run, so we've got a competition for you.
That's right, we're going to give you guys a chance to win an entire winter running outfit. So hang around to the end of the show to find out how to enter.
Hey, I'm Chloe, I'm in-house PT here at ProDirect. The gym and strength training can be a great addition to your runs when it's cold and dark outside in the winter months. As a runner, strength training is really important. Not only can it help you run faster, but it can also help prevent injury. Now, it's important that when training and doing strength training, you are primarily training for strength. So as long as you keep in your running each week, I'm not too worried about you building too much muscle. So work in around 6 to 10 reps for around 3 to 4 sets. Strong legs can lead to faster runs, so my favourite exercise for strengthening your legs is a squat. Squats is a compound movement that primarily works the quads, the hamstrings, and also helps strengthen the hips. So it's perfect for building strong legs. There are loads of different squat variations, but the key to this is keep your legs in a neutral position about hip width apart, and then push your hips back, keeping your chest up and your core engaged. When you get to the bottom, drive through your heels and bring yourself straight back up, tucking your pelvis under. The next is box jumps, and these are great for muscular strength. Now, similar to squats, you want to drive down, pushing your hips back, using your hands to swing and driving up through the heels to come onto the box. Land with a bent knee and then step back off the box just to help reduce impact on your knees. Start really low with the boxes and then slowly build up your height. There's no rush, it's just about perfect form here to prevent injury. The next exercise for legs, which is one of my favourite, is great for improving balance and also strengthening and lengthening the hip flexors, which in turn will lengthen your run stride. And that's the walk-in lunge. So with this, take a step forward, come down to 90 degrees and then drive back up through the hill. It's really important, again, keeping yourself upright and also your core nice and strong. The next bit, moving on from the legs, is your core. Now, having a strong core as a runner is really, really important. Not only will it keep you upright, it will really help with your posture. Having a good posture will help eliminate any kind of back pains. So my favorite ones of this is planks and plank variations. Now, this is my favorite because it works the whole of the core. It's not just targeting any specific area. Keep your weight over your shoulders and in your hands, and distribute your weight evenly between your hands and then your feet. The main point and the really important bit is to keep a straight line from your head down to your toes. You don't want to be dipping in any of your hips or your hips coming up too high, because that will just lose the engagement in the core. Having upper body strength isn't something that primarily you think you need as a runner, but actually it really helps keep your running form. Having a strong upper body will really help lengthen your stride and then in turn help you run faster. So my favourite exercise for this is the press up, simply because you can do it absolutely anywhere. With a press up, you want to keep your hands just outside shoulder width apart, come down to 90 degrees with just your nose near enough touching the floor, and then use your hands to drive back through. Similar to the plank, it's really important that you keep a straight line from your head down to your toes. So these are just some of the exercises that I would use to help with my muscular strength, and they're a great addition to add to your runs this winter. If you're looking for more training tips and advice, then head over to ProDirect Fit's channel.
Thanks to everyone who has tagged us or used #OwnYourRun lately. Here are some of your highlights. Crystal has taken her new Peg Turbos for their first outing. Stephen from the London Brunch Club and Grace Runs London are both taking on New York Marathon this weekend. Grace has shared some fun tips on things she's learnt marathon training that you can go and check out if you're thinking of taking one on. Olga is a professional skydiver, but also an ASICS frontrunner. She's taking on a half marathon and has shared some of her favourite ASICS shoes with us. Nick Butter is running a marathon in every country of the world. So that's 196 marathons, all to raise awareness of prostate cancer. He recently completed marathon number 82 in Croatia, and he is well worth a follow if you want to see how his journey continues. Best of luck, Nick.
So the next product that's going to help you guys tackle those winter miles is a decent pair of running shoes. Now, as the conditions get colder, more slippery and darker, the brands always bring out a range of shoes that will help you tackle those conditions. So here are a few of our top recommendations. First up is the Hoka Kavu Fly Night. This is a women's model, but it's also available for men. This is one of Hoka's lightest, cushioned, neutral running shoes, and this Fly at Night version has reflective detailing on the laces, midsole and throughout the bootie, which should help you be really visible when a light is shone on them. Next, we have the Under Armour Hover Phantom MC. The neutral, lightweight Hover has a breathable mesh upper and offers runners excellent energy return via their Energy Web mesh and Hover foam. This shoe is winter ready thanks to its quick drying upper and this nice high knitted collar that will help keep the debris out. Now we have the Asics Gel Nimbus 20 Light Show, and we featured an in-depth look at this shoe in our last episode, but the new Light Show updates make this shoe perfect for winter running. Lightweight thanks to the combination of flight foam midsole and gel cushioning mean that this shoe is always a popular choice for those looking for a neutral runner. The thing that makes this shoe so perfect for winter is the reflectivity. The upper on this lights up like a beacon, and it's full of colour, so perfect for those of you that like to be a bit flamboyant. Finally, we have the Peg 35 Shield from Nike. This shoe does it all in terms of winter protection. The Zoom X foam helps to keep things comfortable underfoot, while the water-resistant upper and tape seams help to keep the worst of the weather out. The integration of reflective elements throughout the shoe should help to keep you seen, and one thing that I really like is the introduction of this toggle lace system, which should make doing your laces up when your hands are cold a little bit easier. Now don't forget, we'll be giving you guys the chance to win an entire winter outfit at the end of the show, and that will include a pair of shoes, so stay tuned.
I'm James Paul, I'm the founder of Advent Running. These are my top 3 tips for running at night during the winter. Tip number 1, be safe and be seen. In the summer months, in the spring, the brightly coloured clothes you wore made you really visible to people, but these don't work at night, so you really need to go and make sure you have reflective strips on your clothes. Most winter running jackets have got these, but make sure yours do. The other alternative is people like Nathan make fantastic armbands, heel spurs, head torches that you can use to not only see the way you're going, but make sure people see you. Tip number 2 is get your friends involved. Find a running group. Don't make this all about running on your own. This could be a great time to actually get involved with other running groups. Advent Running is one, that's my own personal group. Strava, communities, things like that. Find like-minded souls and join them in runs. It'll definitely be safer, it'll probably be a lot more fun. Finally, tip number 3, be really careful about where you're running. During the summer months, we don't have to think too much about the routes we choose, whether they're lit or not, but obviously that's not the case in the winter. So make sure the routes that you've chosen are well lit, they're in built-up areas, and you're not going to put yourself at risk. If you follow these 3 tips, I'm pretty sure you can have an awesome winter of running.
One of the things that can really help you run through the winter is to get the right accessories. We have a huge range of gloves and head torches at pro-running.com, but here are some of our favourite recommendations to make things a little easier for you. First, let's take a look at some head torches. We're going to start with one of the best known brands on the market, Petzl. Here we have the Petzl Reactic Plus. This is a rechargeable multi-beam torch that offers over 300 lumens of power. This torch is pretty smart too. It reads available light and adjusts the power accordingly, and you can also connect it to your phone to monitor the battery life. If you should come into any trouble while you're out on your run, you can send an emergency message from your phone and it will translate it into your head torch as Morse code. That is pretty cool. The torch charges from empty to full in around about 4.5 hours, and you can expect to get 2.5 hours at maximum power, up to 15 hours use at low light. This weighs in at 115 grams, so it's extremely lightweight and it sits really comfortably on the head. Next up, we have the Neo 6R from LED Lenser. This lightweight torch has a maximum output of 240 lumens and a beam reach of up to 30 meters in that setting. The burn time is good too, giving you a maximum of 6 hours on the lowest setting and 40 minutes at the highest. The Neo 6R charges in just 4 hours by USB. It has a rear light and it comes in a choice of colors. Moving on to gloves. Now obviously you want them to be warm, you want them to be easy to store and lightweight, but you also want to consider the functionality when using any devices on your run. Nike have a great offering in the form of the Pro Warm base layer gloves. These are designed to keep you warm and dry thanks to their quick drying fabric. They're touchscreen compatible and have a silicone layer on the palm for the extra grip. They are also ideal for layering underneath additional gloves for the really cold days. The Adidas ClimaWarm gloves are also a great choice. The ClimaWarm fabric gives these gloves an excellent layer of insulation without too much bulk. They've got a brushed lining for added comfort. They've also got conductive fingertips so you can use your phone without having to get cold hands. And finally, we wanted to show you the women's Under Armour convertible glove. These gloves are made from a dual layer material which is soft and comfortable on the inside but fast drying on the outside. They're also coated in Under Armour Storm, which helps repel water. However, the coolest thing about them is that you can tuck away the mitt hood and wear them as a glove instead. You can check those out now along with all of our other running accessories.
Now, we promised you a competition and we have a great one for you. We're going to be giving you guys a chance to win an entire winter outfit of your choosing from our site, prodirectrunning.com. So the prize will include a jacket, top, tights, socks and shoes, not to mention a hat, gloves and a head torch. Pretty good, eh? The best bit is it's really simple to enter. Simply subscribe to the channel, like this episode and comment below with the UK shoe size. The winner will be announced in the next episode of The Extra Mile. So that's it. Thanks for watching and I hope we've inspired you to stay out there running this winter no matter the weather.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and tell us what you want to see in any future episodes. Don't forget to enter the competition and thanks for watching The Extra Mile, the show that helps you own your run.